The San Isidro Labrador Parish Church is a 15-minute drive from the city and situated just a few kilometers from Harbor Lights Hotel in Sapphire Road and the Gusap Fish Sanctuary. The primary character of this church is that of architecture of pure space, detailed by light through the careful placement of solids and voids. Its essential character dictated by a reductive aesthetic that stepped away from the traditional extravagant detail and ornate religious figures of the traditional churches of the time, is that of a pure meditative space. There are spaces that allow for contemplation, reflection.
Monastery of the Transfiguration in Malaybalay City. Not known to many, the church is designed by the late Leandro Locsin, the Philippine national artist for architecture. It is one of his last architectural designs and considered to be one of his masterpieces. Locsin's works are original and distinguished because of his themes of floating volume, the duality of light, and heavy, buoyant, and massive running in his major works. The monastery is one of Locsin's church masterpieces, as he is known for his simplistic design and use of concrete, which can be seen in the church's own design and material. The roof of the church looks like it was an inspiration from Egypt's Pyramid of Giza, but only in black color. Also, its walling are framed glass that adds sophistication. One of the draws of the Monastery of the Transfiguration is a miraculous artifact of Madonna and Child, which reportedly came from Egypt, and the artifact can be seen above the altar. Santa Rita de Casia Parish Church, or Balingasag Old Church. With a blending of old engineering and modern-day architectural structural designs, its result is a splendid and magnificent old and modern structure, which today still proudly stands for over 120 years, if we would consider the day when it was first constructed. The old brick church was constructed in AD 92 by Spanish Jesuit missionaries in their second coming to the Philippines. The main altar is in two layers and made of camagong. On the first layer stood the statue of Santa Rita de Casia on the centermost part, and not far from her was the statue of San Roque. Opposite the San Roque stood the statue of San Isidro Labrador, and occupying the second lower layer of the altar was the Santo Niño. All these sacred statues came from Barcelona, Spain. On the right wing of the church, there stood an altar that has a single layer. It was small and likewise made of camagong. The statue of San Jose occupied the centermost, and on either side of the altar the statues of Virgin of La Purísima Concepcion and the Virgin of Sorrows, or Dolorosa, were placed. Not far from these statues was a statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The pulpit was located on the center extreme right side of the church's main altar. It was elevated with a painting of the Holy Spirit serving as a backdraft. Opposite to it was a small altar, which had the statues of the Virgin del Carmen and Saint Augustine.
The Church of San Vicente Ferrer was founded on 2010 and was later on renovated. The parish was a skeleton construction before it was fully renovated. Horizontal and vertical frames are of rolled steel, and the walls are for the most part supported at the floor level by the steel frame itself.
St. Francis Xavier Chaplaincy, Pueblo de Oro, Cagayan de Oro City. The church is designed by H.S. Buscano Architect Studios. It is located in a 2-hectare property donated by Pueblo de Oro to the Archdiocese of Cagayan de Oro. Its parishioners, who come from the communities within and surrounding the Pueblo de Oro Township, are currently raising funds to complete a 1,000-seater church. The construction principle being employed in this church is skeleton construction, since the church is reinforced on concrete and steel. The church, as of the moment, is having its ongoing construction and is not yet finished, but its structural architectural design follows to be of modern type.